Hey everyone, how you doing? Imran, Web Squadron, Tuesday 12th of July 2022. Hope you're all okay. I am very much under the weather at the moment. Got confirmed yesterday that I definitely have COVID, which isn't a complete surprise given that I didn't sleep Saturday night, felt quite weak Sunday, kind of like, just a little bit weak. Monday I didn't feel too bad, but I developed that dry cough, and I cough more at night. In the day I cough a bit as well, but more at night. But yeah, got COVID. I'm hoping I'll be fine in 2 or 3, 4, 5, 6 days time or something. And I was 50-50 about should I do a live chat or not, because I have to say, you do feel drained. You do feel quite drained. Hey Jong, hey Mamesla. So I'm still very, very much drained, and I'll try to make sure I don't cough a lot during this and all of that. It's just sod's law. I mean, I've managed to avoid getting anything close to COVID. Hey, Pickstar. Not even close, but now I've got it. So coughing at night, mainly. But I do feel drained. Like, inside, I feel very drained, so... Got my little orange water bottle. Yep, got COVID, Pickstar. Don't worry. I've had a couple of these this morning as well. I've got to have. I've still got to have my Pepsi Max. I'm not gonna go through the day without some Pepsi Max. But I got some more. Hey Rosie, how are you doing? I feel drained, Phil. If I'm honest, I feel drained. But I'm closing off a client's website. This website's taken ages to close off. We're talking months and months because we kept waiting for them to give us access to their server to move the new website over, and it went on and on and on, and luckily we didn't do any more work on it. But when you come back to revisit a website you haven't touched in 8 months, you look at it and you start trying to work out, what was that for, and why did I do that, and why was that like that? No, I've got my water with some just tiny spout of concentrated orange juice. It's not so nice because it's not fizzy, but just something. Who knows, Pickstar? Who knows? It could be when me and him when we spent that night down, in city centre town when we went Thursday night. Could be anything. Could have been my wife. She works in a COVID ward at the hospital. Could be anything. Could have been when I went to the shop, picked up a Pepsi Max bottle. Transference of germs and all of that. So who knows? Who knows? But I'm still here. How are you all doing? And how's things going with your clients or your customers or leads? How are you doing? How are you all doing? Don't forget to click like, though, by the way, if you are watching this. Yeah, that's what I mean, Pickstar. I mean, I didn't sleep Saturday night. And I felt weak Sunday. So catching it Thursday, Friday sounds probable, doesn't it? That does sound probable, It's just sod's law. Cheers, Pickstar. Yeah, I mean, I was planning to do some stuff just for us and our agency. I wanted to rejig things on our website and also change a few things, what we offer and stuff. That's all gone on the back burner because I want to close off a client. And their website's not too problematic. I have to be honest, it's not too problematic. It's just, we just want to be... Oh, no, I forgot to do something. Damn it. I knew there was something I forgot to do. There was something I forgot to do. Yeah, we just want to be done with the website, basically. This one we started Hey, John. This one we started. Let me get this right. Wow, 17 months ago. And we're closing it off now because the client just dragged their feet. And every time they dragged their feet, we just kind of were like, yep, don't worry, we're not doing any further work on your website until, you get your house in order or you give us what we say we need, kind of thing. Fluid typography. When you say fluid typography, though, do you mean just so it flows, or do you mean actually fluid typography? When you say fluid, I might be misunderstanding. Yeah, you just feel drained, don't you, Pickstar? That's the trouble with COVID. It will drain you. That's the number one thing. Hey, Artif, how are you? How you doing, mate? I was 50-50 about whether I was going to go live today, to be honest, but I'm here now, so please make sure you click like if you haven't already. Oh, right, okay, I get you. Sorry. I call it responsive fonts, you call it fluid, but yeah. I'm hoping that you're using REM. I hope you are using REM for your sizes. Yeah, paddings and margins, I get you. Yeah, go for it, Carapos, go for it. You're feeling run down. Maybe you need to do what I did, Artie. Have you got yourself checked for COVID? Maybe you need to get yourself checked out as well. I think I was planning to do a video a while ago on clamp. I'm pretty sure I was. I need to double check my list now. Yeah, sorry, I just missed the comments then. Ultimate add-ons are okay. I mean, I don't use them, so I mean, I'll leave it for someone who actually uses ultimate add-ons to comment. I don't really use them. I think percentages is okay to a point until you have a really big monitor, then things can look a bit crazy. But I think percentages is okay to a point. You just got to be careful about it. Manaf is asking, have set up Fluent Forms. When I click in Fluent with Google and get access token, an error appears unauthorized. Okay, have you checked with Fluent Forms? So I would say, have you gone to their support forum online? You know, WordPress plugins, Manaf. If you go to support for that plugin, have you asked a question there? Because obviously, if you're getting, if you're getting an access token issue, I can't remember, but don't you have to set up with a credit card or a debit card with Google for the API to work? So have you done all of that? Because if you're getting an access token issue, I mean, I might be wrong because it's authorized, but I would just go check with Fluent Forms. Go check on their repository support. Nice one, Jack. Nice one. I'm glad to hear that the respect the CTA call to action widget. It really resonated with a lot of people. I was surprised. It resonated very strongly with a lot of people that either had never realized or never fully appreciated what it can do for you. Yeah, I mean the app media CSS code for me is always a strong one. You know, is always a really, really good strong one. One of my favorite ones, to be honest. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, what Atif is saying is absolutely true. When I worked in health, it was almost like every month there was like mandatory training. You did it online or something, and it was very almost non-stop. And if you didn't do it, you got a reminder, a warning. If you still hadn't done it, then your manager got one. If you still hadn't done it, it went all the way up, and it was like and then when I managed staff, I was forever having to chase my staff as well, and it was like on and on and on and on and on. Cheers, Jack. Yeah, it's 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 so weird, isn't it? Like so many people used to say, how can I have the zoom effect on an image? And everyone everywhere starts going, yeah, use this code, use this plugin. And it's like, no, just use the call to action widget and set it up to be how you want. And I just don't get why it wasn't ever. Like, for instance, Elementor could have literally have just put in a condensed version of the CTA widget and just called it image zoom, right? They could have just done that so people knew where to go. Because until I realised what it does, no one. Why would you go to the call to action widget for an image zoom, right? So I just felt like it was so just not explained as cleanly as they could have done it. Yeah, Kevin Powell Clamp. Yeah, like Pickstar says. Yeah, just do a search for that. Do you know something? Do you know something? I'll tell you why. Safari, I find, isn't always doesn't always work. Doesn't always work on some websites and stuff, especially with the WebP images. You know, in the old days. So there was that reason. Then I used to find um, Chrome. Obviously, I use now and again, but I always found but what I found was that Edge, once they moved to be more like the Chrome browser, like Pixar says, I found it to be actually quite good. I found it quite good, and I just can't explain it. I can't explain it. In fact, one of the strongest reasons I have for it is because before I had the MacBook, I had the Surface Pro tablet, which had a Surface Pro 4, and the fan noise on that was so loud. But I had that, so I just used Edge with that. And then when I moved to the MacBook, so many of my favorites and stuff were already there, so I just continued using it. Um, and I think the other reason also, is because you know when you think about Joe Public, you know when you think about not designers and developers, I'm talking about just general people, audience, customers. I find the majority of them, okay, just use Edge. Because you know when they have their computers or their PCs or laptops, whatever, they always hit the E, don't they? The internet icon. They always go in and it goes straight to Edge, right? A lot of them. So I just try to make sure, as long as it's working on Edge, you know, I always feel like if it works on Edge, you're going to be pretty safe for Safari and Chrome. Yeah, Atif, you are right. Safari does work better on Mac. I feel like today's talk is going to be dominated now by Edge versus Firefox versus Chrome versus Safari. Don't forget to click like if you are watching this now. I'm doing that thing where I'm on my least favorite pages of a website. You know which pages I mean? The privacy policy and the cookies policy. My least favorite pages. Like, and believe me, when you get to this point, when you're doing the privacy policy and cookies policy, this is the point when you sort of kind of go, what is the point of this? Why am I web designing? Why am I putting in all of these gunkin' funkin', PPCP and all of that? So Geordie Ways, what do you do to get lower DOM size with Elementor? Well, you don't use inner sections, number one. You don't use too many columns, number two. You can do a lot with one section and one column with custom width. You just basically try to be careful with what you add. You just be careful with what you add. You activate the Elementor experiment. But the two biggest ways really are try not to use inner sections and try to just be careful of how many columns you add to any section. You know, unless you need it, don't add it. And so many times, like I've seen a headers where they have nothing but logo and navigation. That's it. And they've got two columns. And you could have done one column, drop them in, custom width, and then set the column to be space between. And they go boom, like that. One column is all you need. And when you do that, you've just reduced your DOM. DOM. Yeah. It is as easy as that. But I get why people it's force of habit, isn't it? Because unfortunately loads of tutorials, even some of my tutorials a long time ago, we get so focused on section, column. Oh, you want something here? Add another column in, rather than custom width, and then you can lay out. Custom width, for me, when you use section and columns, is like the precursor to containers. You know, when you start thinking about the width and placement and all of that. Yep, Carapace use bricks. I mean, I was planning to do it this week, but I'm going to delay it now maybe by 2 or a couple of days maybe. I was going to basically what I'm going to do is do a bricks installation from scratch, a video on that, going through the settings. Does it make sense? What doesn't make sense? Is it intuitive? And then I want to have one section, one column with Elementor, do a page speed check. Then I want to do the same section with Elementor with containers, page speed check. Then I want to build the same thing with bricks and then do a page speed check and loading time, and all of that stuff, and just see what do we get. So I have actually got I've got the ultimate license for bricks. Did you know that? I haven't just got the one license, I've got the ultimate license for bricks. So unlimited websites. Right. The thing is though, Carapace, I mean, there's part of me that's like, do I want to use the 1.5 beta? Or do I just use what the current one is? Tell me why, Carapace, the 1.5 beta is a good one to move to. And the reason why I don't want to build using the 1.5 beta is because The reason I don't want to use the 1.5 beta is because, to be honest, the most people out there might not be using that. So I want to get, hey Mel, I feel tired, Melissa. I just feel drained. Like as I'm talking, I feel like, yeah. But yeah, I mean, I'm thinking that, the 1.5. Do I pay for Elementor Pro? Yes, I do, Rajat. Yeah, I do. I pay for that. I'm grandfathered into the $199 for 1,000 licenses. So the 1.5 beta, I don't want to use that because I want to use what most other people might be using. So based on the claims that bricks make, I want to see right now, without me using any Elementor Pro betas as well, right now, what do you get? And when the 1.5 final version is out, I'll retest again. That's how I want to approach it. Because if I start using the beta and you go, wow, it's really good, what if when the final version comes out, they change things? So I would say, I get the idea we're using 1.5, but I'll probably just use whatever is the version you get when you download it. How you doing, George? Bye. Sorry if I didn't say hi to you, George. I saw your name, but I can't remember if I said it or not. What is my favourite tool for creating wireframes and sitemaps? It's called paper and pen. Or if you want to be really crazy, you can use a pencil. I don't use Figma or Adobe XD or Photoshop or GIMP or Photopea or Canva. You can use Canva, but I like to scribble down and then work out what's going on and blah, 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 blah. Scribble, change, photograph, send to the client. They email back or send me another photo back, modify, scribble, boom, boom, boom. The speed that I can when I'm talking to a client, as I'm talking, we're having a video call, I'm literally there scribbling down, right, we could go do, and then I go, right, here's my thinking, or I take a photo and quickly send it to them while we're talking so they can see it. There's been times when I've been on a video call with a client and I've got a whiteboard over there and I'll literally have the whiteboard here, and as we're talking, I'll go, right, so we'll have your logo here, we'll have image here, we'll have text here, and we'll do, and they're like, yep, they like that, or what about if we swap that? And when you do that, the turnaround speed of being ready now to move on is major. Because trust me, and because you're doing it during a video call and they decide not to use you, I don't really lose anything because I'm able to sort of spec out quickly, right? Okay, we need to think about yeah, look, like what Phil says there. Look, Teams call. Look, there you go. Look, whiteboard. Yeah, the Apple Pay. Exactly, Phil. Exactly that. What you're saying there, right? Whereas if you say to the client, yeah, I'll get back to you. By the way, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it, but how long do you spend after speaking to a client and then doing your wireframe electronically, then going back to them, then they change, then they will offer changes, then you go back and modify. I've been there and it was just like, we're killing time here. We're killing time. Yeah, it's the exhaustion, Melissa, isn't it? It's the exhaustion. Hold on, Raheem's here.
So, chat. Everyone, do you mind if I tell them what happened yesterday? I am a master of...
Tell them what happened yesterday. Go on then.
So, Dad was tested positive of COVID, so we asked COVID.
Is that it?
Yeah.
You can go now then.
Dad, if no one is out and I ran away from people, can I ride my bike straight? Mum.
Yeah, look, if you...
Yeah.
You're not allowed to go near anyone, okay?
Yes. Yes, sir.
He doesn't quite understand the words "do not disturb." Do you know what I mean? He does not understand. So yeah. Hey, Leather Class. Leather Class. That's a cool name. But yeah, whiteboards, drawing on paper. You know, you can be anywhere. You could be on a train, on a bus. You could be in a meeting. You could be anywhere. You could even be sat watching TV. You scribble, take a photo, send it via WhatsApp, whatever you want to do, to your client and go, hey, look, I'm thinking about doing this. What do you think? What about if we change this like that? What if we rearrange X? And they might scribble something else back and send you a photo. The speed and turnaround time is unbelievable. When you send your client a PDF or an electronic document or something that they feel like they've got to be at a machine to view it. Do you get what I mean? You know what I mean? Like the time it takes to then proper study and look or whatever like that. And the other reason why I go down the scribble approach or the whiteboard approach is that it is not pixel perfect. So, not pixel perfect, and you've been a little bit vague with exactly colors or arrangement. That means you can be agile. So when you build, if I said image, headline, call to action, and then I realize as I'm building it, actually it works better like that, I can probably rearrange it a bit. Whereas if the client has paid for a pixel perfect design, or you spend ages and ages doing this design, and then when you actually do it, you go, do you know what? It would have worked better the other way. Client might not like that because they might have set their heart on that image or whatever, how it was done. So being able to be fluid and agile, I prefer to work like that because I tell you what, right? For those of you that design your own websites, you know when you've worked on your own website, how long do you spend on it? Ages. Because we want it to be perfect. But because we keep changing our minds. So what we thought looked good last week, all of a sudden looks ridiculous now. Exactly, Leather Class. Yeah, Figma is great. Don't get me wrong. It's just an extra step. Exactly, Pixar. Pencil paper. Yeah, Phil, you're right. 365 is... I hope so. I hope Apple do improve their 365 stuff, their version of 365 as well. I do hope they sort theirs out. God, I can't tell you how much I hate privacy policies. I have to be honest though, I would hate to work on the same Excel or Word file with someone else. Especially if they like undid a formula I spent ages creating. I would be I don't want to say unhappy, but I'd be flipping annoyed. So right now, Raheem is outside, even though I've told him not to. Sorry, I did say he could go outside. So I can't remember what I'm saying now. But Raheem is currently outside. By the way, if at any point I go quiet, it's not intentional, okay? It's just because I'm just trying to I'm just trying to remember what to do. Sorry, it's just this privacy policy. And when you're tired, though, your brain doesn't stop thinking, but you do kind of, I don't know, trying to multitask on too many things feels a bit weird. So I am still here, everyone, right? I'm just quickly doing this privacy policy. So I want to make sure I get it. Info at... Yeah, okay, that's fine. What a way to spend my day, right? Got COVID, and what am I doing? A privacy policy. Like I really care about the privacy policy, right? Who here loves doing privacy policies? Seriously, tell me, who here loves doing privacy policies? Yeah, working on our own sites is a pain. Like even last night while I was in bed, I was like this. I don't like our website anymore. I need to change stuff on it. I think for the snagging, I think, you know, when you have like your project plan for a website, then I think it's good. I was talking about it more from an analytical point of view. So when I used to do NHS analysis, and I would have ridiculously massive spreadsheets doing modeling and calculations and algorithms. Very funky formulas. Yeah, I mean, yeah, copy paste, you know. Even though it's copy paste, though, it's still a chore, isn't it? It is still a chore and a half, right? Like policies, you know, just. There isn't one thing about cookie. I can't even paste what I'm trying to write here. I mean, I just think that privacy policies, cookie policies, GDPR, all of this gunk and funk and crap is just pointless. I love how people love to go on about how it's protection and all of that. But you know what? Deep down, right, if someone's going to get your details or whatever to see what you looked at, whatever, they're going to get it. They're going to get it, all right? Yeah, Ben, that's a lovely idea, what you're saying there, Ben. That's a lovely... I mean, there is that that web page, Detector Elements, something like that, where if it's an Elementor page, it then shows you section, widget, so you can see now, did that widget come from Elementor Pro, or did it come from an add-on or something like that? That's not a bad web page to use. Don't forget to click like, by the way, if you are watching, okay? I don't know how long I'll be live before I drop dead or something like that. Hopefully, I know some of you saying, oh, we hope that's soon. But yeah. It's like my brain keeps going blank at the moment. My brain really keeps just continuously going blank. Oh yeah, review form. I mean, even though this website, which started 17 months ago, and it's just due to the client just being absolute pain in the arses, okay, with why this is still ongoing and not done or closed down. This website is probably, I'm not even going to showcase it to you. It's the worst website. No, it's the second worst website we've ever built. The worst website was for a woman's ministry. So a person who ran a church group for women, a ministry, she had no vision. And the images and photos she wanted on there were of her and her friends sat there around tables, pretending to drink tea and talk. And I thought, this is awful. You want people to feel, you want women to feel empowered. You know, domestic violence, issues, divorce, all of this stuff. People who need guidance or support. And you want me to put photos up of you and your 3 friends sat in a dingy little lounge. And it wasn't even, I'm not kidding you, it wasn't even a nice lounge. Sat there like this. I said, it looks so staged. It doesn't even look natural. The lighting is wrong in the photos. The shadow, everything was wrong. But no, that's what they wanted. 6 months later, the website closed down. Because she didn't get much interest. And I did say to her, duh. Hey, do you know what's really funny? Do you know what? Should I tell you something that's really ridiculously funny? I told this person, you need to take better photos. So what they did was they went and downloaded an app onto their iPhone to take better photos. They then complained to me and said they've just been charged 90 quid. I went, what? Okay, what do you mean? So they downloaded one of these apps. You know when you see these adverts for apps, you know, better photos and effects and stuff, but you got to pay a one-off fee. 90 quid she paid. And she blamed me. And she said, because you told me to take better photos. And I went, hold up. I told you to take better photos with your camera or your phone. I didn't tell you to go and download an app. And secondly, I did not tell you to go and pay and subscribe or pay the one-off fee of 90 quid. It was like, hey, Dupree, it was like, are you, like, seriously? But anyway, that's how brain dead she was. And she just did not have a clue, and that was the worst website ever. But this website is the second worst website. The look of it, the feel of it, the flow of it, the amount of anchors, the amount of the mega menu, everything about it stinks. How many of you have built a website? In fact, tell us how many. Don't just say yes. Say yes with a number. How many websites have you built? What do you mean by boom ebook cover? What do you mean by boom in Dupree? What do you mean by boom? Hey, Jake. What do you mean by boom? Right, yeah. How many of you have built a website for a client you are not proud of? Not because you couldn't deliver, but because of the spec and what they wanted. How many of you have built a website that you are not proud of? Oh, book. You don't have to say book, ebook in Dupree. We know what an ebook is. You don't have to say book. So where did you sell it? Where did you sell it in Dupree? When you say you sold it, like, where did you sell it? Oh, dear, I just deleted something I wasn't meant to delete. I cannot wait to be done with this stinking website. I really can't. I just can't wait. I mean, when we got to the stage yesterday where now they were ready to, like, close down, I was like, A, yes, finally, and B, crap, I got to look at that website again. Hey, Catherine, hope you're all right. Normally, I'm very happy with the websites we build. Don't forget to click like, everyone. Normally, I'm very happy with the websites I build. It's just that this one that I'm closing down today is the second worst website. And we had a plan. We had an idea how to make it modern and look good and feel good. But no, the client was stuck in their ways with what they wanted. And in the end, it was like, let's just do what they want, because, like, there's no point trying to make it better. Yeah, Joy. It's just annoying, isn't it? When, like, they almost, like, they don't understand that we bring the experience and the knowledge to the party. They just don't care. Oh, no, George. It happens. It happens. You know, like I just can't. You know, I mean, I can. Sorry. Whoops. I can't explain it. It's just some clients are just set in their way, aren't they? And no matter how much you try to advise them that it's the orientation is wrong, or the images, or the colors, or the flow, they just don't get it.
Subscribe to my YouTube channel.
Go.
I meet the microscope. I need to talk to you.
What do you want?
So,
You need to clean your mouth. You've got food all over your mouth.
what if someone comes out and then I don't go near them?
No, you're not. You're not meant to.
I'm playing out.
Are you with anyone?
No.
Right. Then if anyone comes out, you need to come back in.
If they say why, and I'll say why, because you have COVID.
Yeah, so Ben, I do tell them, and I try to advise them of a better way of doing it, and they just don't want to know.
Who cares?
They just don't want to listen, or they just don't want to,
Hey,
or they don't trust your instinct. You know, or what they say is, okay, this gets me annoyed, right? When they say, yeah, but you youngsters, you know, you want everything nice and funky, you know, and flash and all that. And you know what really annoys me is when I know the client is younger than me and they go, oh, you youngsters. And I'm like, I'm older than you. You know, but it's just like, I don't like that. I don't think they understand that. No, we're not just going with a vibe or a trend. I'm thinking very hard about your business, your conversion, your customers, what are people looking for, what's going to work. Not some really old, dingy style, you know, Yeah, I mean that's something now, Phil, that these days now, if I don't connect with the customer in terms of how we're going to approach it and do it, I don't want to do it, because I feel like I need to love, and like right now I'm not loving this website at all. And originally, once we were finished, we were going to do maintenance for them. We're pulling the maintenance. We're not going to maintain this website. So we lose money, but we don't care. We lose the recurring income, but you know what? We don't care. I never want to see this website again. Once it's done and delivered, don't care what they do with it. I really don't. They can go and find someone else. That is how much I hate that what I'm looking at right now. I just hate it. Absolutely despise it. You know what, Phil? I think what you're doing there, it's what you got to do, mate. You got to, if you got to sack him, you got to do it. Well, the thing is, though, Jay. So I'm one of those ones that say I don't like it when clients say do your magic. What I need to... So let me explain why I don't always like that approach and why it can work in your favour. So let's say you got two clients. Client number one says, do your magic. Right? But they give you no steer. That client is probably going to say, do your magic. And then they're going to say, oh, I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that. So you change it. No, I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that. And then you change it. That can happen. Then you have another client that says, do your magic, but they've given you logo, branding, like colours, images, right? And the text. They give you that. But they're happy for you to lay it out accordingly, but it's got to contain that stuff. That can work. The clients over here, that they might have a logo, they know the name of the website, but they have no content, no images, and they go do your magic. They are big no-nos. So when you have do your magic, those that are prepared and give you the tools and the hat and the rabbit and the dove and the feathers and the cards, they give you everything. I'm happy to do magic with them. But the ones here that turn up, right, and say do your magic, but they give you an empty room, they're the ones I don't like. Because I tell you what, we've worked with people like that, and you will be doing this iteration upon iteration upon iteration. Because if they don't know roughly what they want or are roughly looking for, you never get sign off. You do get sign off, but it takes a long time. So that's what we mean by Jake. So if someone gives me everything and then they let me, so like the restaurant directory, the window cleaner directory, the United Arab directory, the dune buggy shop in America, they gave us the resources and their material, but they let me design it how I wanted. So that was enjoyable because I now knew what we had and I could go, right, okay, let's do this. But this website we're working on right now that I'm going to close off today, they had no idea. No idea. And it just went, it was like this ping pong ball, boom, 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 all the time. The trouble is, though, yeah, is that we went down the road of like mock-ups, and you know what? They were like, oh, can we have this version? Can we have this version? We got to a point where, you know, the hero banner, we had 6 versions. Then when we finished and completed on the hero banner, they changed their mind later. Then one of the staff members left and another joined. Oh, no, this, oh, no, that. And it was like horrendous. Horrendous. I know what you mean, Catherine, you know, because jumping around with things is difficult. And you know what? Because I produce so many videos, I feel like if I stopped producing videos, I'm worried about how I'll feel and how others will feel as well. So you almost self-inflicted guilt trip sticks in it. Exactly. I mean, that's the approach we go down, Jack. So I will say at least 3 websites. And then it's like, right, what do you like about that one, that one, that one? Which hero banner do you like? Which, who has the better sitemap? Navigation, you know, stuff like that. That's what I mean, Jake. You know, like, and like the contact page, which this website has got pictures of all the staff. They changed the photos 3 times. Some of the photos weren't even the right sizes. During the process, some staff left and joined. Positions changed, and it was like, can we just get this website done? And then you can change it afterwards. Oh dear, another Neil one, is it? But that's what I mean. All Neil does, right, is regurgitate what he's done before. And he just frames it. He goes, right, if you don't do this, you're going to lose out. But it's the same thing he's been telling you for ages. Do you know what I mean, Catherine? You start to feel guilty. So I didn't do any videos on Saturday, Sunday. So I recorded 3 yesterday. Not done any today because I wasn't sure how I'd be feeling. But I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 videos I want to try and get recorded by the weekend. I don't think I will. But if I can get half done, I'll feel better. Trust me, Jake. Trust me, Jake. I wish we had. I wish we had. And in fact, that client, right, is one of the number one reasons why I'm very specific now on how long a job will take. How long a job will take. So on this client, we priced for the work, but we didn't price it for the time. And that was a big, big mistake we made then, because it was only meant to be for 7 days. It's taken 17 months. Don't get me wrong, though. We've sometimes gone. In fact, it's been about 7 months since we last looked at the website. 7, 8 months, roughly. But yeah, I cannot explain how much when you price up your work for a client, don't just say here's the cost, clarify the time from start to finish. So rather than saying, well, it's going to take me 5 days, if you know you're going to need like a day for them to sign off the homepage, then another day for them to do final snag list or sign off, whatever. So you might add in 3 days, might be a day before as well, and it's going to take you 5 days. Then the project you want to say is a 9 day project. And when you say to them that if there is delayed because of me, then there is no additional cost. However, if there are delays or any changes that deviate from the original specification or what we've agreed to do, then there will be additional charges. Right now, this was meant to be a 7-day project. 7 day. And it's 17 months. Just do the maths on that. Right? I've just checked and now I've got the Neil Patel email. Marketing doesn't have to be so bad. Here are 3 simple steps. Look, it's the same steps again. Just the same steps. Again and again. And I know people that have gone through the Neil Patel route, and they have said they have not really come out with anywhere near the results they think that he claims you possibly could get. So, but hey, what do I know? What do I know? Right, I've just got to update something on this form. Please don't forget to click like. You don't have to, but it's nice. It's nice. No, I'm not going to share the website. I really am not. I'm really not going to share it. Because you know what? If I share it, you are all going to go, you know what? You're the worst web designer ever. That's how awful the website is. It's so shockingly bad. Normally, when I'm proud of a website we've done, I put it on social media to help the clients as well. Hey, look at this new website. It does whatever. I'm happy to do that. Not a chance with this one. Not a chance. Hey, George. Hey, Jimmy. I'm feeling drained today, Jimmy. I'm feeling very drained.
Because you have COVID.
Yeah, I know I've got COVID. He comes in and goes, you're drained because you got COVID.
Where is Mum's? Can I have a shovel? Not my little yellow one, because my little yellow one is bent. I need a shovel because I'm digging an underground base.
Where are you digging an underground base?
And you know where that old deck in wood was?
Where?
Where the climate tree is?
Yeah.
I'm digging there, but there's a hole already made. So I'm just finishing it off. It goes really deep.
Speak to your mum.
on YouTube.
I felt. Did you see that kind of Wolverine-shaped little claw thing up there? Like, you know, dangerous kid. I did wonder though, George. I did wonder when I felt really tired on Sunday. But it wasn't until last night I started coughing and I was like, ooh, hold on, dry cough. That's a telltale sign. Yeah, Jake, when you're done, right, and you're ready to share, email info@websquadron.com or do it when we're on a live chat so you're here as well, right? And then email it to me and we can have a look at it on screen and all of that. Yeah? So, it's coming up to an hour and I am really, really drained. I am feeling really drained at the minute. I feel like I'm just going to fall off my chair. Oh, yeah. Do you want to do it now, Jake? If you send it now, I'll have a quick look before I close off the live chat. Do you want to email it now? info@websquadron.co.uk. If you send it now really quickly, I'll quickly put it on screen and we'll have a quick look. If you're quick. Hang on, let me put it in here for you. info@websquadron.co.uk. You should know it by heart. It's the most world famous email address ever. Yeah, it's the world famous email address. info@websquadron.co.uk. And then I just have to do one contact form for this client. And then purge the server. And then we're done. I mean, my God, we'll be done on this website. Normally, I say to clients, look, you find any issues, you come back to me. I'm not even going to bother. I'm going to go, right here, your website's done. Here's the final invoice. That is how much I really despise what we have here. Right? In fact, I will later on record a video for them on how to do changes so they never ever trouble me again. Because I'm telling you now, they're not getting a maintenance package offers to support them on here at all. I don't want anything to do with this website ever again. It upsets me massively at how long it's taken, but just how convoluted the whole thing is. Yeah? It's just ridiculous. It's just so stupidly ridiculous. It's like imagine, right, you're sat on a toilet and then at the wrong moment, gravity reversed. That's how bad it is. But these Jiyong, it's what the client wanted in how it looks and functions and the mega everything, even the mega menu, everything. The look, the feel, it feels like a 1995 website. That's how it feels, right? That is how tragic it feels. All right, you ready, Jake? I'll put it on screen, all right? I'm about to put it on screen, Jake. Okay, you're on screen now, Jake. Right, let's just go over it then. So I'm going to refresh the page again just so we can see any... that's quite nice. That was quite nice. Did you all see that? You see the animation there as that flowed in? Zip pay available now. Patterns auto care. All right. Yes, all right. Yep, it works. Yellow. It fits with the branding of the website. Very strong. Premium detailing in Melbourne. Yep. The only thing that's bothering me a little bit is this here, these buttons. I feel like I would drop these down. So I think you've got about 20 pixels there. No, I think it's about 30. I think you've got 30 pixels there. Hold on. I'll tell you what you got. I think you're on about 30. Yeah, no, you have 25. I would double that. I don't know about you, but I would double that. Yeah. Poo gravity in it, Pickstar. Do you like that? No, but don't worry, Jake. Don't be nervous. I would double the space. This, there is something also about, you got premium detailing in Melbourne. So here's my take on it, Jake. Okay, here's my take, and you can disagree as well, everyone. Okay, by the way, you're problem solving by saying, look, this is what we do, and this is where we're based. Good. You then give them a bit of history, up to 10 years. Okay, fine. Yeah. But then you're giving them this. Now, there is a danger that they could click that, right, and go to your Google reviews before they go anywhere here. So you could in a way be detracting them from this and this. Do you get what I mean? They might go here. Now at the minute that's not going anywhere, but they could go there before they hit your call to action. So this bit here bothers me a bit. Maybe, and this is my take, if you took this away, leave the space here, this nice big space, but take this out and maybe have it maybe here underneath. So if they want to do it underneath, maybe that could make a bit better. But definitely, I wouldn't have the Google, what is this? Google review. I wouldn't have it on the hero banner. Just checking the comments. Yeah, Siddiq Jong doesn't like the Google. Phil as well, the Google button. Yeah, actually, that's a good point. Yeah, the buttons. I would make the buttons the same size. Because that was, my eyes did kind of notice how it looked like it was off center, but it was because of that button being bigger. So definitely make the buttons the same size. Add some padding in here just to make them, you can even do custom width or whatever, however you want to do it, but make it bigger. But I would drop that down here. I would space this out here. So here and here, that looks to me about like what, 30 pixels, 30, 35. Make this about 60.
Mum snatched the spade off me and it hit me.
Okay, calm down, everyone. It's okay. Calm down, or don't fight out there.
Now can I dig?
You can dig, but do it gently with each other. Sorry for the interruption. Yeah, make it about 60 pixels definitely there. 60 pixels definitely there. You could even space this out. I would have about 30 there. You can make it feel a bit taller. This bit here. It's not centered, number one. Number two, right? Number two, number two. So number one, this isn't centered. Number two, if you were going to do this, make this bigger and have the wording in the center and have this below in the center. Having that side by side, number one, it's not centered, but number two different styles side by side, text and then like a logo-y thing. It's throwing me a little bit. So I would have it centered, but one underneath the other, wording, logo, whatever it is, but have that all, again, 60 above and below. Yeah. See, look here. Can you see here? You see the spacing you've got here? What is that? What have we got there? What have I done with it? Sorry, let me get it again. There we go. What have we got there? What is that? About 90. I don't know, 90, 92, right? So if you're going to go with 90 here, do 90 here, 90 here, 90 here, and 90 there. Yeah? So if you're going to have a 90 there, or 80 maybe, I think 90 is a bit big, but 90, 80, Make sure you do the same here with your padding, same here, and the same there as well, just so it kind of flows out a bit better. Okay. Yeah, this isn't too bad. The only thing that's ruining this is the column height, because you've got in different sized columns going on there. That does need more padding. I'm going to say drop the font. I think that font is just too big. It's a very strong weighted font. I would drop that in size a bit, and I would drop the weighting a little bit as well, because when I'm looking at this, the only thing I'm noticing is the word. I'm noticing the word before the image, before the price, before all of this. When I do this, all I'm looking at is the word, because it's too strong. It's bolded, weighted. So I would drop the size a little bit, and I would drop the weighting. So let's pretend that is 800. I would go down to 600 maybe. I would drop that a bit. But yeah, make this be consistent. But I would increase the padding. Like here, it looks like you got 5 pixels, maybe 10. I think it's 10. Make sure you got a minimum of 20, 25, so it pulls everything in a little bit. I mean, then again, it does work. I mean, it does work a little bit. It's not too bad, but I would probably go with 20, but that's just my take on it. But I do like what you've done here. You know, I do like this nice little effect, especially with the navigation buttons. You know, with the protruding out with the background color. Not sure about that. I'm guessing. I think that ties back into the color, but it does feel a little bit. It does feel a little bit random, like it's just placed there. Feels a bit random. Yeah, and you know here, this is lowercase, this is uppercase. The lowercase works much better than the uppercase. This, I feel like I've got to focus to read it. This one I can read without much attention. So I would drop all of these to be lowercase. Definitely go lowercase. I would also increase the spacing. I'm looking at this. I'm just trying to look at it. I would increase the spacing as well of your items there. Yeah, again, you see here, yeah, because it's big font. In fact, hold on. This is a smaller font and less weightier. So that's okay. Yeah, this is nice. I like the gold effect. I like the writing, the view project. But if you can make these the same height, make it consistent with the column height. Have a think though about your buttons, right? So I'm just going to go here. Yeah, you see this? You see the font you've got here is same as here, and then you got. I think this is different. Am I wrong? Is that the same? No, it's the same. It is the same. I don't know why, but I think no, it's different. I might be wrong. It looks bigger, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's bigger. I don't know if it's my eyes, but make it the same. Now, you've already got reviews down here. Therefore, totally delete it from here. You've already got it in the perfect place, which is down here. You got it here. You don't need it further up. I'm not sure about these buttons. I'm not sure about these buttons. If I was you, right? If I was you, because you've got it here, read all. You don't need read all again, I think. You got it there. I'm not sure about it there, if I'm honest. And write a review. There's something about this which is throwing me. Again, it's because you got word and logo. I would have verified Google reviews in the center, have this Google bit below in the center, have this, and then down here have write a review in the center. Yeah. In the center there. So write a review in the center, have this in the center, have that underneath. Get rid of that, read all 76 reviews. It feels a bit lonely, this does. This all feels a bit lonely. This feels a bit lonely. I'm not sure what to do here, actually. This feels a bit lonely. You got so much going on here. Sorry if people can't really see it because I'm hiding it on. And let me just move myself out of the way. So this all feels, it's heavy here, but very light here. In fact, what I would say is move that to be right over here, maybe. It just feels like that's very there. A bit of space here, but then you got this massive load here. So just have a think about that. Right, that's all I'm going to do on that site. Make footers great again. Shut up, Artif. Get out of it. But yeah, make footers great again. Right, I can feel my throat really drying up, so I'm going to have to crash out now, okay? Hope that was okay. Hope that was okay, Jake. Hope that was cool. Good for you. I didn't see all the comments, by the way, so I'm sorry if I missed anything anyone said or anything like that. But yeah, navigation, like someone said, is great for SEO and stuff like that. Okay, look, everyone, we've been live for 1 hour 12. I hope you please do like the video. I've got to crash out because I'm feeling drained and very tired. Yeah. I'm hoping I'll feel better tomorrow and not worse. Take care, everyone. See you all soon. Look after yourselves. I know I'm going to try to, but take it easy, all right? Catch you all soon. Don't forget to click like, subscribe, share and follow. Let people know about whatever you want to let them know about, I suppose. I'll see you all soon. Bye. Take care.